What's going on, good people? Welcome back to the Winny and Kels podcast. Today we're going to be discussing delusional women and seeking relationships. We got a clip for you.
Does she really do anything for you? Like, I'm a big believer in men being protectors, providers, all that stuff, right? But a lot of dudes, they get so caught up in that role that they don't realize she does nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? She's just there taking, and you're just happy to be in her presence that you don't realize she's a liability, not an asset. Now, doing something for you doesn't mean she gotta be spending money on you or, whatever. I don't view it that way, but what does she pour into you that makes life better? It could just be she knows how to handle you and make things more peaceful around you. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to talk to you. She knows how to inspire you. Whatever it is, does she have value that she adds? Because if not, nothing else matters.
So you can't get blinded, by the back shots.
That was a great phrase. Blinded by the back shots.
Pause. That was a big pause moment, though.
Hey, man. Nah, that was. I mean, some motherfuckers do get blinded by the back shots, man. I mean, that's a real thing. I feel like this is a good clip because it gives the other side of what the topic is. It kind of goes into how we as men don't really expect much from most women, and like he was saying at the beginning, women expect us to be providers, protectors, and do all the things that a man is supposed to do. But as men, we kind of don't set the tone and say, hey, you got to come to us with things too. It's kind of a lopsided thing where women say you got to have this, that, and the third, but we're not really reciprocating that or trying to get the most out of the women that we court.
Absolutely, and I can contest to that. I've been a fool back in the day. Let's keep it real. I've been the guy that felt like he had to give his all and things like that, and he overlooked all the red flags, all the inconsistencies, and everything that was going on with the woman that she was with. And the simple fact is, like, we fall in love with our eyes first, right? We look and we see, oh man, she's beautiful, she's awesome,
Yeah.
she's sexy, she's amazing. We overlook that she's not doing anything. She's bringing me more terror. She's terrorizing me more than bringing me peace. She's not conquering me. She's not, she's not allowing me to like get that peace when I come in the house. And then what I mean by peace is someone that like encourages you. You know what I mean? She's not encouraging me. She would rather yell about something that has nothing to do with anything just to prove a point.
Yeah. I feel like that, like you said, encouraging is a great word. Inspiration, like being an inspiration, can be one of those things that a man looks for in a woman, because that can add value when you're waking up, you're about to go to work, and your girl's telling you good morning, how'd you sleep, making you breakfast, doing the whole thing
in the afternoon.
Yeah, clothes are ironed, your khakis are ironed, your collared shirt is ironed, and she sending you out the door into the world, and you got a good first step. In the military, that's what your first step is supposed to be your best step. That first step out the door, and you feeling good, energy is high, spirits are high. That is invaluable. That is something that you can't even quantify, because just headed into work with a good mindset, you might come home with a promotion just because you're in a good mood. You moving and shaking at work, and that's something a lot of women don't even realize. Just a good disposition can be it can amass a ton for a man.
And that takes me back to the quote: "Behind every good man is a powerful woman."
Yep.
And it doesn't mean that you can't have that and still not be a great man, man. You need that. That motivation coming from one person is like a motivation coming from millions. You know what I mean? If she's your fan, if she's a fan of you, and she's pouring into you, that's what we look for. You don't have to be the richest. You don't have to be the most glamorous woman out there. But at the end of the day, the way you pour into me is giving me power to bring everything back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you sent me another clip. It was kind of made in jest, but and it's kind of like the extreme, but I think it goes over kind of what a lot of women are bringing into relationships nowadays, and it's expectation, high expectations, almost unrealistic expectations. Yeah, so let's take a look at that.
So I don't know who needs to hear this, but as a woman, I want to give you a word of advice. don't date black men. Black men are the worst. They're disrespectful. They don't care about women. All they do is cheat, lie, and steal. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm a mother of 3, and I have 3 different baby daddies. I also have had 20 bodies in the last month. But I'm letting you know now, with the type of woman that I am, like the high value woman that I am, I bring a lot to the table. You know, obviously, who doesn't want a woman with kids? Who doesn't want a woman, you know, that's been used up and ran through? But I do highly recommend to stop talking to black men, because they're not going to help you. They're not going to bend over backwards for you. They're not going to do anything for you. You know, they should take care of women with kids. They should use their hard-earned money on us, but guess what? They don't. You know why? Because they're sassy. They're sassy. All they do is they want to do each other because they're sassy. That's all they are. And I'm telling you right now, if you knew what they do behind closed doors with their homeboys, you'd be afraid of them too. I'm telling you now, you ask them for money, they won't give it to you. Last time I asked a man for 60K, I had to dump him because he couldn't provide that. And you know what I need in this world? A provider. And you know what else I need? A man who's gonna what? Stand up for himself and do things for his queen. Right, ladies? Clock it, ladies. If he's not making $1 million within a couple of minutes, what is the point of dealing with him? And if this man is not going to stop following girls and liking their pictures, then why be with him? Oh, don't forget, I also post bikini pictures. I also bust it wide on social media and do twerking videos. But I do have God quotes in my bio. Yes.
All right, so I thought that this was a great clip because, yeah, it's extreme, and obviously it's made in a joking manner, and she's kind of going to the most extreme lengths. But
Is
a
she though?
lot of it, I would say she's being pretty extreme. Most people are not this delusional. You need to be in a psych ward if you're this delusional. But I think that a lot of the things that she was saying are kind of a thing that happens subconsciously in a lot of women, especially black women's minds, because they kind of have this archetype or of this perfect man, this Superman, and they kind of project that onto the men that they're dating. And realistically, most men obviously aren't going to be making $1 million a year. Most men aren't making $1 million a year. Most men aren't 6'6". Most men aren't in fantastic shape. Most men aren't just completely emotionally intelligent and all of the things. I think the point of a relationship is kind of working your way up to that point and finding that person that you can get to that point with. But this is definitely a lot of women's subconscious nowadays, or in their subconscious nowadays.
Absolutely. What gets me the most, man, I love the part that she said, sassiness, man. Let's talk about that for a minute. Sassiness in a man is when you be called sassy and they clocking that T. Clocking the T. You know, it's all because a man stood up for himself, put up a boundary. You know what I mean? Didn't allow certain bull crap to go past, and just because, you know, he defended himself in a conversation or argument, he is considered now sassy, you know, so clock that T. You know what I mean? But when a woman comes with these unrealistic expectations and expect him to be all for it with all 80 of her kids, you know, her 4 baby fathers that she still keep in contact with, you know, and she tell you it's for the kids. It's for the kids.
I think that's a great point, where the standing up for yourself is considered sassy nowadays. I don't even know how that came to be. I don't even know the roots of that. That sounds crazy to me, because I mean, one of the first things you learn as a child, you got to stand up for yourself. When you go to school and your parents push you out, or if you got older siblings or cousins or whatever, you got to stand up for yourself. You got to learn to look out for yourself. And you shouldn't be even in that mode in a relationship the majority of the time. There's going to be spats here and there, but standing up for yourself, I don't consider that sassy, so to speak. I think that's what Kevin Samuels considered shame, insults, and guilt. Trying to shame somebody for their stance on something, or trying to insult somebody to kind of demean them or put them down for something that's, I believe, fair. I mean, if you want a lopsided relationship, you're already in the wrong headspace. If you want to be able to do things to somebody and it not be done to you, or you want to be able to voice your opinions or get your emotions out, but you don't want it back, that's, I mean, I don't know the particular word for it, but I would say it's a selfish thing for one. Absolutely. I think that's crazy. You shouldn't be even allowed to get into a relationship if you're doing unhealthy stuff like that, honestly.
It's definitely a new form of gaslighting.
Yeah.
It's definitely what, the younger generation. The younger generation is using a lot, man.
Mm.
And I'm just hearing it from the grapevine. Just walking around in the streets and listening to certain conversations that these young people be having. Man, oh, he's sassy. He had the nerve to tell me no, and he yelled at me, and and just because I wanted to go out with my girls, but it's always behind them doing something foul to
Right.
him.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So that's where the delusion comes in, man.
Yeah, I believe so too. I think most things aren't unwarranted. Most people aren't just popping out the side of their neck like, hey, you did this, you did that. Maybe some people can be irate, absolutely, but most things are warranted. Most things are a response to whatever they put out, and that's where I say the attitude and the disposition that you have in a relationship, it can fester and create some situations, whether good or bad. You can have a positive disposition and send your man out the door, and he goes and conquers the world, or you can have a terrible disposition and now he's going out with a bad attitude, or feeling down or feeling less than because of what's going on inside of his household, or within his relationship. I think all those things
Absolutely.
play a part in each sides, and it's not just a one-sided thing. As we as men can do better as well.
Hmm.
So
And
I don't
what's
know, man.
funny? I'm gonna just share this last little snippet before we get on to the next one.
Mm.
Man, the best thing in the world is when a man can walk out the door and not worry about what's going on in his household, what's going on with his wife or his girlfriend. And that type of peace and reassurance allows him to focus on things that can bring us more. I can get to the bigger bag because I'm not worried about that. My woman at home, she's safe, she doing me right.
Mm.
Same thing with the men. If your woman knows that she ain't got nothing to worry about, and you going out, doing what you got to do, coming back home to her, making her feel reassured, you know what I mean? That's a perfect dynamic right there,
Yeah,
by all means.
I think that boils down to being on the same page.
Mhm.
I think you can't accomplish anything. You know those. You ever been on the or looked at like the railways or the rail station? They got like the one side, one person can push down, the other side, the other person pushes down, and they start
Mhm.
moving forward. If one person's pushing down the whole time, you're not going anywhere. You better off just hopping off the damn thing and walking.
Exactly. But with both of
So
y'all doing the thing,
yeah, if
y'all
y'all
moving
both
along on that
playing your
track.
part, yeah, if both of y'all playing your part, and that brings me to another thing. A lot of women in relationships don't want to play their part. I heard a chick say one day, um, a man who is not her husband can't get all of the things that a woman should give a husband,
That's funny. I
which
heard
is
the same
crazy
thing.
because in my mind, I feel like a woman should act like a wife to become a wife, and a
Hmm.
man should act like a husband or a man to become that man or a husband. I don't
Exactly.
think you should be restricting yourself or not cooking or not cleaning, or a man should be not paying for dinner or not protecting this woman simply because of the phase of the relationship that you're in. I think that's psycho to me. That's crazy. Withholding the best parts of you or the thing that could help your partner is you damn near saying, well, good luck. Hopefully you can make it there. That's like
Bruh.
you send somebody out on a race without a bottle of water.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Withholding things that's going to get you to that ring is ridiculous. And same thing
Yeah.
for the men. Withholding good things, if you're feeling the person, and it's not for all people. If you're just dating, you out there, you trying to, go through. But if you finally get like a little hit on your radar, you'll feel it. Invest a little bit more time in that one and see where it go. I
Mm.
mean, at the end of the day, before you put that ring on, if you're not satisfied, y'all can go your separate ways. That's just it.
Yeah. I think well, actually I got a question.
What's up?
At what point in a relationship do things become serious and you're supposed to start displaying those things? Is that something that is talked about in the relationship, or is it just a feeling? Is it a time period? At what point is it like, okay, let's hunker down and get to the let's make a goal together and get to that goal?
Well, from my point of view, it's time. Everything takes time. And if you're talking to a female and for like 2-3 months and she's consistent and she consistently shows up, shows less and less red flags. Same thing for men. If he consistently shows up, shows great opportunities, he gives you a sense of peace. Then now it's time. He or she give you a sense of peace, and now it's time for y'all to move on and make some plans. Talk about some things, because other than that, you're just wasting each other's time. Y'all smashing, get going, have a nice day. But if you're consistent and you feeling it, you're gonna feel it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's not a feeling. This is something that's going to be evident to you, and you're going to know.
Yeah, I think consistency is a great word. I think a lot of people, as dating progresses in modern times, whether it's the online dating like we were talking about a couple of weeks ago, just more functions going on, places to meet people and things to do, more activities. You find yourself meeting more and more people, and I think a lot of people lack that consistency just due to the plethora of options. If you feel like you have the perfect girl today, and then somebody comes around tomorrow and they're doing maybe one or two more things, or the things that this other person lacks, sometimes we might just drop the ball and just, nah, I don't really want this person. I'm going to the next person. I'm going to this person. How do you feel like the increase of options has affected both men and women?
Mostly affected women the most, because women are always going to have options. You understand that? Their value is way higher than a man at all levels. Way higher than a man. It's not that a man isn't valuable, but to a standard of protection and vulnerability and notoriety, a woman is more, profitable in that. So a woman can be sitting up there with one arm, 1 foot, and she can have, she can still have valuable options on the table. What I mean? But because we devalue, like in the video we just watched, the demasculation of black men is just like, or men in general. It's just like, well, if he can't do this for me, well, another one will. If he can't do this, they can't provide that. And they go off of that. They don't go off the internal factors that a man goes off of, because they're emotional drawn. You got emotional and you have logical. Men are logical. You understand? We're going to hold out. We're going to wait until you change. We're going to see. Well, most men, not all men. Was going to see where it goes. You know what I mean? Yeah, she had a couple of red flags, but I could ignore that if she can get it right. The woman then just be like, he had red flags from the door. I got to go. It's totally was eclipsed. He don't do his beard every week. I don't understand.
I think a big thing too is, I think you were saying the option, it kind of creates that avenue to eject from whatever relationship you are already trying to build up. I think duty is a big thing that we're missing in modern times. Duty to the things that like the bricks that you've already laid, duty to your community overall. Because if we just keep skipping from one person, I'm 32. You're how old?
38.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were about 58. My bad.
But
yeah, 38. But we're not married. Neither of us have children. And I feel like that is like the biggest thing that you can do for your community. Form a family and keep your legacy going. And I feel like that's missed because we're doing so much. It's so much turmoil here at this point that we're at right now, where we're just kind of in the dating phase, maybe a relationship here or there, and we're not really like hunkering down and picking somebody and moving forward from there, good, bad, and ugly. I feel like it's super easy to pull yourself out of that and think about it in a selfish way. But I think it does need to happen to where, no, I'm going to work on it with this one person to get to that overall thing, not just for myself, because I mean, relationship is always going to help build you up. A good relationship is always going to help build you up. Absolutely. But for the community overall, if I want more black doctors and more black lawyers and more black plumbers and tradesmen, anybody, more black people in the military, more pilots, everything. You're gonna have to create that. If you want to see a change, you got to do it yourself. So you gotta hunker down. I feel like we have to hunker down as a community and really pick. Obviously, you want to pick somebody with morals and values. I think that's probably the only thing that can't really change. But find somebody to build with. You can't just ain't nobody. Most people don't have it together. Most people don't have everything, all the perfect finances, big shiny Benz outside, a giant house, and all those things. But you need to find somebody to settle with. I feel like men are more lenient than women, in that shoot,
Absolutely.
we can go down to the Wendy's and get the 4 for $4 and see a cute girl at the drive-thru and be like, hey, what's your
Flipping
number?
Krabby Patties on God.
Yeah, literally flipping Krabby Patties. But for a female, under a certain I guess socioeconomic level, it's dead. Even if you could be Idris Elba, but if you working the fries, if you dumping the fries in the bag at Five Guys, you're cooked. You
I
not
don't know. Idris probably is still pulling while he cooking them fries.
think so?
I don't know.
He might pull
He
one
hit
of
you
them
with
one
the
of them.
accent, man. It's over, man. He's
Y'all
gonna
love that.
give you a
That-
free milkshake.
Hey man, now with ketchup all on his shirt and the McDonald's hat on, man, I don't think he not gonna pull at the rate that he could if he was at a certain level. Not saying that, because all of us have had to go through that. All of us have had these little rinky-dink jobs or whatever like that. And even the richest guys in society, you look at what's the dude that on Tesla and Twitter.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk started as just a dude tapping on his computer. Bill Gates in a garage for Microsoft. Like, people are built up over time, and if you're looking for somebody in their 20s or 30s who's just completely fully realized, you're going about it all wrong. You should be looking for somebody that you can build with, and you'll have more stake in that relationship and to the fruits of that man's labor or that woman's labor at the end of the road. You can say,
Right.
yeah, I've been here from the beginning. We worked together and we moved up and we did the thing, and now we're established, as opposed to a woman, because a woman is at a disadvantage in a relationship where she comes in and the man just got everything. You had a clear disadvantage, because this man at that point, a man at a certain level can get whoever he wants, whenever he wants, for the most part.
And at that point, you just an object.
Yeah. So that is really your best option as a regular everyday woman. Find a regular everyday dude that's got some potential and see that potential in them and move forward from there. But trying to start at the top it's never gonna. I don't think it's ever gonna work out. You're always gonna be the chick just at home sweeping the floor, or just his little item, his little side handbag. So
just a quick little side note at the beginning of your rant. You sound like after school, special. The change starts with you.
Now, I mean, be the change that you want to see. Exactly. But it's true though. I think we do a lot of, and that goes for every avenue, relationships, just in your community, anything. If you want to see something happen, you can literally do it right now. You tired of kids sagging, or you tired of kids out in the street fighting, or you tired of whatever, you can go affect your community and literally bring those things up. Or if you tired of the way that relationships are going, you can start that just by changing your frame of mind and saying, oh, you know what? Let me see if I can work on something and try to make something work. So yeah, PBS me out, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. After school, hey man.
They got rid of PBS. Rest in peace, PBS.
Shout out to PBS got me through some rough. PBS got me through some rough times, man. I ain't have cable until I was a full grown man. Yeah, man. Shit. Channel 13 was fuzzy as a motherfucker back in the day.
Yeah, especially when you ain't had no cable. But anyway, that's another topic.
Hey,
that's
what it was.
Like I think with this generation of people in general, it's a hit of dopamine that's constant. It's a constant instant gratification, and it's only getting worse because now we got DoorDash, we got all these things that give us instant dopamine hits. So we don't look for the value in anything. We just look for it getting done. What can a man bring to me to support me? And it's all about me. It's not about we. W-E. It's about me and what I can get, what I want. And that's where the delusion comes in. The delusion has always been and will always be there as long as a woman in that mindset is not willing to grow and change those aspects of herself to make herself more formidable for the dating market with a man of value. It doesn't have to be high value or anything. Any type of value that he places on himself that brings himself peace and tranquility, and he's making his world work and it's working for him and he's doing what he has to do. You can't come in here and just put your delusions on me and expect me to come to your challenges. I just dismiss you like Nino and New Jack. I holla cancel that chick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, and that's important too. Knowing when to hold them, knowing when to fold them. If it's not working out, and you can see that those baseline things that somebody should have to have a healthy relationship aren't there, yeah, you should get up out of there, man, and move on. That's when you should be moving on, not just everything is going good and you see something that might be better. Because like you were saying with the value, the price of everything, but the value of nothing. Even if you're looking for some dude with $1 million, you know what that comes with? A dude who's making $1 million a year, how many hours that is, how many banquets he has to go to, how many elbows he has to rub, how many times he got to go to the golf course or do this or do that or be on the phone in the middle of the night or putting out fires here, there, and everywhere. You don't even know. You might not even talk to this man for most of the day. He might get maybe one conversation in passing with this man who makes $1 million a year.
And that's on a video call.
Yeah.
On your birthday.
Yeah. So be careful what you ask for. This man might be frequent flyer. He might not be at the house half the time. So if you're comfortable with that, then sure, yeah, that's your lane. Go for it. Have a ball.
And
but
you know what, a man like that comes options, man. I'm telling y'all, Kevin said it best. High value man come with options. Not saying a man of lesser value cannot have the same options, because I know a couple of Rays and Pookies fresh out.
Man, we gotta stop bringing up the Ray and Pookie. We about seven.
I gotta throw in the Rays and Pookie. I know a couple of them fresh out, man, that be getting them. They be low value chicks, but it be abundance of them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So if you're looking for a man with all this, first of all, have something to bring to the table other than what's in between your legs. Let's be clear. It's fun and dandy for the time. It's great. You've been practicing for a very long time. Good job. But all that practice just lessens your value, because you had 20 to 100 cats that surround you, that's going in and out, man. Your value is in the gutter. So if you making 80 grand a year, but you got 100 bodies, you better be. I'm gonna treat you like the McDonald's chick. I'm sorry. You're not.
And it's funny. I had a conversation about that. We know as men, when you're, for lack of a better phrase, ran through. We know if you've been skipping here, there, and everywhere and going out to this place and that place and the third, having one night stand over here, 2-month relationship over here, 2-month relationship over there. We can see it just in your disposition, the way that you present yourself and the way that you come off in a conversation. Nature. Yeah, you're going to have those reservations, because these things take a toll on you, whether you know it or not. Having all of these connections and these bonds with all these people, those things can, when you finally do happen upon that actual person that is your person, you might not even be right anymore. You might not even have the same frame of mind. You might just be balled out the game. You might be fouled out. You might be on the bench and they in the game. For real.
Absolutely.
It's real. Like, and women hold things more than men do. We can go crazy and come home, take a shower, and watch a show, watch The Office, and be good. A woman, she might go see one dude, then go see another dude, and be in the dumps for 6 months.
He ain't talking to me. He ain't returning my calls. But you talking to your husband, telling who ain't returning your calls? Who ain't talking to you? You know what I mean?
You go to different direction. You go to cheating. I'm talking about just in dating.
My cousin, he mad at me.
I'm talking about just in dating, even just in dating, just a woman trying to use her options, use all of her options. Those things bleed over, whether you know it or not. And women, they think they can hold water. Women can't hold water for nothing.
Not at all. Oh, they
I ain't
first
never
ones.
met a woman that you can't ask 2 or 3 questions and really get to the bottom of it if you know how to word the questions for real. So I mean, if you comfortable with trying out all your options, or you comfortable with going to the highest man possible and you're not getting the same attention, that's fine. But if you're a regular woman, realize the best person for you is probably sitting right across the table.
Exactly at the
Yeah,
Starbucks with a
yeah.
chai latte.
Hey man,
You know,
with a little matcha, man.
with a little matcha. You know what I mean? He might give you a little stare. He might check out the stock market, but you'll pass that guy by. And next year you see him again. He's in the
Yeah,
ride that you know,
yeah,
predicted
because
for
you just
yourself. I need
watch.
that high
Yeah,
value man,
because
but
all those dudes
you ain't get
started
on
at
the
that
mud
same
with him.
place.
You
Yeah,
got
all
to get
those
it out the
dudes started
mud.
at the same place. Most people who make something out of themselves, they don't start there. They start right there where you are, right
Absolutely.
across the hall. If you in an apartment complex, you open that door and you see Marcus coming out the door, he's got a mission too. He's on his way somewhere too.
Exactly.
So those are the people that you need to be trying to connect with. Those are the men as females they need to be connecting with, because those are people that are the same level, that going through the same things that you are. And if y'all figure it out together, like you said, you're gonna have stock in the game.
Absolutely. And the best thing, man, like I've been hearing all these celebrities, man. Y'all talking about high value men, delusional women. They got all these celebrities out here and they are getting divorced at high right now. These are your high value men.
Yeah,
You know what I
these are the
mean?
dudes with
And
two,
then these,
three baby mamas, and
right. And
it's
not
right in
only
front of your
that, they
face.
got 20, 30 years in the game. They've been together for this long and they getting
Hmm.
divorced. You know, they got all
Yeah.
this money and power and
Hmm.
notoriety, but at the same time, like, and the woman thinks she's getting ahead of it, but these
Hmm.
men are wising up.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm built this legacy. People don't know you before me. So they
Hmm.
started putting it in their mom's name like Akon. I thought that was smooth, man. I thought
That's
that
that's
was
sweet.
smooth.
That was a sweet move right there.
That
Nah,
was smooth.
he did.
He only got 10,000 to his name.
It was the soccer player. It was a soccer player. You know they make buku money. It was a
Oh,
soccer player
already.
did the same thing. All of his checks, give it to my mom. Send it straight to my mom.
Exactly.
Shorty went and got that divorce thing until she was about to hit the jackpot. Bro
Hmm.
already hit the maneuver on you. He already did a barrel
Exactly.
roll on you.
Love and Hip Hop was another one. Yeah, I forgot which one of the cast members on Love and Hip Hop, but she was happy to get the divorce and she got full ownership of the kids
Mm-hmm.
and she got everything she wanted. But she said she ain't getting nothing but $1,000 a month.
Hey man, and
And
dude
she
sitting there
changed her
riding
whole
in a Rolls
tone.
Royce. Yeah, he like, I'm broke, baby. I'm
Yeah,
broke.
right. I ain't got it. I
I
ain't
ain't
got
got, I
it.
don't got nothing
No.
on me.
Listen, I'm reserving my cash for somebody that's gonna bring me peace, man.
Absolutely.
I don't need a woman with a laundry list of delusion that don't even know who she is.
Yeah. Or
Period.
a laundry list of just bad habits too, because a lot of women,
Absolutely.
they're not in the right financial space or the right education,
Headspace.
yeah, bad space in general. But all the things that you need to have together too, you don't even have those together, and you're looking for a dude that has all those things. So it doesn't
Mhm.
make any sense. It's so lopsided right now.
It's
It
called
makes no
the
sense.
save me method. A lot of women are looking,
Hmm.
especially delusional women. Now, I'm not saying all women, not saying all, like that's not all men, but a
Hmm.
lot of delusional women are looking for somebody to save them.
Yeah.
Save me. He's gonna buy my house. He's gonna get me out of debt. He's gonna help
Mm-hmm.
me financially. And because I can't do it on my own. Well, you know what? You should have made some better decisions.
Yeah.
You
And
know what I
I think I
mean?
told you a story one time about I was dating a chick and being nosy. You know, I'm a little nosy. You know, I like the little, I like to rummage a little bit
Look, snooping
sometimes,
a
man.
little bit,
Yeah,
snooping.
man. You know, you got to see what's going on in the motherfucker, man. So I go over, I'm looking at I peep over at the mail. She got the student loan, Fannie Mae hitting her up. 80 racks, and she delinquent.
Woo.
Student loans. I'm like, dang. You cooked. It's no way. And trying to get with a man at that same time while all of this is going on is almost devious, because now you're asking the man to take on all of these issues, even if he does have it together and can put you in a place where you're better. That's crazy. Like, you running around with 80 grand of student loans or 100 grand in student loans, and you're barely paying your rent, and you're down on your luck. Your credit cards are through the roof because you Instagrammed out trying to appeal to the masses. And everything on the inside, your pockets is got a hole in them.
But
So
that's when they come up with the best line. I need me a mature man. I need me someone around like 60, 70 years old, somebody that's more mature because
ain't
he's not
nobody that
looking for
mature.
anything.
Ain't
She's
nobody that
looking for a
mature.
sucker that's
Yeah,
not going to question him.
that
Listen,
yeah, that's what it comes down to. Are you looking for somebody to share your life with and somebody to build with, or are you looking for a sucker?
looking for somebody to save you. At that point in time, you're so much in debt. Like a lot of women be like, "Oh well, I
Mm,
go for older men." Why you go for older men? Because older men you feel like you can get over on
mm. And
and
I
still
think
be
there's
able to do
actually
something.
an epidemic right now where women, I think it's starting in Atlanta right now,
Mm,
where a lot of women got into mortgages, buying houses on their
mm.
own, and didn't realize they were like adjustable rates, or didn't realize that their debt to income ratio was not good, and they just signed up for whatever little program and got into the house, and now they're all getting evicted, or not all getting evicted, but some of them are getting evicted because they didn't realize that they were making a decision that they weren't supposed to be making at that point in time.
They
They didn't
couldn't
have
get
it all
out of it.
together
They
to do it.
couldn't get
Yeah.
out of it.
And now they can't. Now they're getting evicted or foreclosed on these houses, and placed these luxury apartments and all that they've been peddled. Um, and it's putting them in bad position. So I mean, you got another gravy train of women needing saving right now, coming in hot for sure. That's a conversation for another day, though.
It definitely is because that falls on the government shutdown and how that affected people.
Oh yeah, the
And
EBT, the Section 8, all of
yeah,
that. Yeah,
when all that was up for chops, man, women was panicking.
yeah.
These are the overly masculine. These not all women, like I said. These are the
Mm,
overly masculine ones that feel like they didn't need a man. They don't want a man. They don't
mm,
need help in any other way. They got this. They hold it down. I take care of my children. Cool,
mm.
do that, but continue doing that when it gets rough.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know.
and I think it's important. Yeah, I like that you keep saying this is not all women, but most or women have the potential to turn into this woman. That's really the
Oh,
conversation that we're having. We're having a
that's
conversation to
interesting.
stave, not so much to even save and bring the women who are doing all these things, these things that are not conducive to a good relationship,
But
in
prevent
and
the
bring them
ones
to
that's
the
not.
exactly the women. If you know that you're a good woman, and you know that you're on the right track, and you're trying to get to that point where you can flourish, stay out of these are all traps. These are all traps that are built, like you said, the government. These are all all these things that you might think are plays and good things that might be coming to other people who seem like they shouldn't have it together, who are perverting all these programs, social programs, things like that.
Hmm.
Don't fall into that pitfall. Just work hard, get with a man that's sitting across the table from you, and do it the right way, because all of those things, all those, it's a Jenga tower right now,
Absolutely.
and one wrong move, it's gonna ruin your life in the realest way. Because once you on the papers, the real IRS papers, and the real eviction, or that credit, getting whipped across the head with
Hmm.
the collection and this and that, and kicked out the evictions and this and that. Now you in for a world of trouble, because you don't even have the benefit of the doubt anymore. You come with that paperwork, and they pull that credit, you cooked, because you got just
Exactly. We
it's
talking about
tattered.
delusional women talk about men with assets and what they can
Mm,
get out of men, but what are you bringing? What are you bringing? You're
yeah.
gonna bring me more pain, headache, and
Hmm.
heartache.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? You're gonna bring your baggage with you. You're gonna bring your 8 kids with you. What are
Hmm.
you bringing to me that I will either look your way?
Hmm.
Not saying that you can't love on a baby mama that had a bad trait.
Hmm.
Okay, she made mistakes that she couldn't take back or she couldn't control. I
Hmm.
understand that type of woman. But a woman that put herself in that situation, decided to leave for whatever reason, and then felt like she's marketable enough on the market
Hmm.
to get any type of man she want of high value and all this stuff like that, despite the baggage that she come with, and the mental state that she's in. You know what I mean? A lot of women, this is the delusion again. A lot of women look for a man to save them after all their mistakes, not because they was in an abusive relationship or anything like that. No, because they probably got caught cheating, or walking her out or trying to get over, and he red flagged it. He caught it like, listen, I ain't gonna deal with that in my house, and you got to go. That's it.
I think I want to shift it. I feel like we might as well make this a podcast episode. We passed that 10-minute mark.
We've
been past that. We overlapped that. But I think there's a thing in the news right now with the STDs being on the rise. And I think that ties into, like you were saying, the baggage. I think whether it's herpes or even AIDS is coming back like it's the 80s.
Medicine
and celebrities.
And you don't even show that you got it. But see, look, they don't tell you all the side effects of that medication. You're sick most of the time. They don't show that on the commercial. So they really took like the fear away from AIDS from people, like they cured it, but they ain't cured it. AIDS is still a very deadly disease. So they making y'all really, lax on it lately, because y'all you got these commercials where they say you can go undetectable. But you still need their medication in order to survive. So the moment they stop giving you the medication, let's say something happened in the world and the government say, hey, we're not providing that medicine for you no more, your ass is grass. You're totally dependent on the fucking world to keep you healthy.
Yep. Let them not have no medicine, you dead.
So no, I'm not mad about no man while I'm saying this. Because the way y'all just playing around with sex, like it's just no big deal.
I think that we're being punished, honestly, as a culture and a society. I think that God punishes the disobedience. Of course, we know that there are different governments and different experiments that is happening throughout the throughout society and stuff like that. But I honestly believe that a lot of this is punishment for not really doing what we were supposed to do and being disobedient to the word. And I know a lot of people don't really care about or believe in the spiritual, but I think that it's all interconnected, and this is the reason why you see a lot of this happening.
And you making a life decision. Sex is a life decision. Somebody can deposit something in your body for that 5 minutes of pleasure. Now you stuck with something for life.
For the rest of your life, yeah.
So no, I ain't mad about no nigga. I ain't got no nigga right now because I'm scared of AIDS. So y'all might want to think about that. You sick as a dog. I had a friend that was on that medication. Sick. He was sick every 3 to 4 days. Just sick. Just wake up, just vomiting. Can't stop from the medicine. So just know that. All y'all out here just fucking. All this sideline fucking. Hey, my boys is here. How you doing today?
Yeah, we got the message, Auntie. But no, she's right. I think that she's 100% right. And it's a lot of sideline busting it down for a real one. And people need to be a little bit more careful about who they open up their legs to and the type of men that's deposited inside of them.
2.2 million reported STIs in 2024 compared to over a decade ago. It's up 13%.
That's ridiculous.
Syphilis has increased for the 12th year in a row with 4,000 cases reported in 2024. That'll make you put your dick up, man. For sure.
Put it up for storage.
Man. My God, man. What's crazy, if you're looking at these numbers, some of these is like somebody's insane. Some of these are insane. This is 2024, 2020. But look at the just the chlamydia. 335 at 100,000. 335 for men, 549.5 for women. And that's another point that I wanted to bring up. The highest transmission rate right now in demographic is, guess who?
Blacks.
Black who?
Black women.
Black women in it. That shit blew my mind when I seen that shit.
And I have nothing against my black woman. I love my black woman, but you know, when numbers like that make me want to look elsewhere sometimes.
It's crazy to even think we're only 13% of the population is black people. It's African American, African diaspora, whatever, Caribbean, anybody who identifies as black in America is only 13%. And even smaller than that chunk is men and women. It's about 50-50. So you're talking about 50% of 13% is what? About six and change?
Right.
So 6.5% of the population, and they have the highest transmission rate of STDs and STIs.
And you know what's funny? And that plays perfect into our narrative of delusion. Because a woman that has somebody to pay their bills, a woman that has somebody to sleep with, and a woman that has somebody to just have fun with. And they're a monkey branch between all contenders, and then be surprised when they come back with those test results, and everybody else in that party come back with their test results because of delusion of how much control a woman feel like she has when manipulating and gaslighting men that she's trying to date or in relationships with.
And it's crazy that a lot of women now too are trying to normalize it. You go on TikTok or Instagram, you'll have these women who are like advocates, herpes advocates, saying that, herpes is completely normal. Let's not ever say any of these things are completely normal.
So I came across this and I said, I beg your pardon? Excuse me? It says CDC, nearly 50% of black women ages 14 to 49 have genital herpes. My sweet Lord. What in the world? 50%? Listen, I am telling you now, and I'm going to be very honest about this. There are a lot of women out on social media saying that they're celibate who celibate. I'm going to say it again. There are a lot of women that you see on your timeline saying that they are celibate who celibate. Okay? They out there selling that boom boom. Because it ain't no way if we got all of these movements, the bear is better, we don't like men, we don't trust men, 4B, 5B, 6C, USB-C. Ain't no way we in a situation where 50% from ages 14 to 49. Now, I want to say something. I want to be very clear about this. Everyone, when they get into a new relationship, need to get tested. Period. You get into a new relationship, you need to get tested. Because what you don't want to do is have a situation where you didn't get tested and something happens or comes up and you don't know who brought it into the relationship.
No, those things are not normal. One, should be used in protection. If you're not in a committed relationship and tested and all that, use protection. It makes no sense to be going to and fro at the club or at the bar or on social media looking for men, seeking out men, and then get to that point, and on top of already being promiscuous, you're not even using protection.
Absolutely. That's two large issues, the STD, STI thing, and you can have a baby. Now you got a baby with some random person. Exactly. And then people don't understand sexually transmitted diseases can go to the baby as well.
Yeah.
At birth. You know, people don't understand how much risk they put themselves in and they put them children in because they have this delusion of this dating world. This dating world is going to be what it is. You know, you expect a man to be a man, but you won't expect a woman to act like a lady because they don't. They have all these masculine traits and they always want to supersede what a man's role and job is, especially when seeking and searching for the right contender, because they feel like those options are abundant, which they are. Let's be honest. No, ain't no man gonna turn down some good gushy. You know,
most men will not.
Most men, let's say most men. You got.
But I'll tell you what. You go and look at them statistics, you're gonna start definitely thinking, like, hey man, she got big booty and a nice smile, but she might also have that package for you, man. A hot package for you, a hot plate of food for you. Yeah.
That's a big
booty and a smile. Yeah, literally.
You gotta go around waiting for people test result records. Hey, let me see your blood work.
Yeah, but there's plenty of research. We're at a point now in modern times that we have the most amount of research. You can literally go get tested and have those things right on your phone. So you can literally say, let me see your test results right then and there.
Absolutely.
Before you do anything. So to even be walking around and catching this, that, and the third is crazy to me. And they have the preemptive medicine. Now, you ever heard of PrEP?
I heard of PrEP. Yeah.
They got the PrEP. They have a multitude of what is it, emergency contraceptives. So the fact that we still are having, and those numbers are coming down. The children out of wedlock numbers are coming down for sure. And I'm gonna put some stats in here in post, but a lot of these things are avoidable, and we're not even taking the steps to do that.
Absolutely. They got this new website called Hims and Hers. This is not advertisement, it's just fact.
This dude got a back end deal, man.
You know what I mean? But if you need us to sponsor, you holla at us. But it's,
man, holla at us, man. See what y'all talk about.
And Hers, and they're talking about preventive medicine all around the board for weight loss, diabetes, STDs and things like that, hair loss, and so on and so forth. So it is preventive medicine that you can take, and actual precautions you can take to prevent all this from happening. You just still slinging and banging. That ain't gonna work.
But the better option is to not be slinging and banging. But in the event that you are slinging and banging, there's so many resources, and that's what I'm not really connecting those two, where this sense of, and this is recent too. This is post-COVID, I feel like. Where did this mind frame of one like YOLO type thing, one life to live, let me just go, I'm gonna go do my whole thing, or I'm gonna just go bust down a million females, like this crazy, like I don't care. And not even just the I don't care, because it was the 70s in the past where people were doing that at large with the baby boomers, the free love thing. But where is I'm at least protect myself if I'm doing crazy stuff? Where is that at? That comes down to, you don't even care about your damn self, let alone somebody else.
Lack of knowledge, lack of accountability. For male and females that's in that situation, and that's what makes it harder for men like us that's single, no kids, decent careers, that has the drive and the motivation to do more, and looking for a spouse that can bring some value to us, and that we can put some value into. It's hard, man. It's not.
The water's already poisoned.
Exactly. The well is running dry as we speak. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's not many options for a viable men like us and other men in our situation that has their head on straight, trying to do the right thing, trying to put some love into the community in some type of format. That we need a woman that's going to be our Coretta Scott King. You know what I mean? From back in the day.
You sound like Jonathan Majors over there.
Man, listen.
You were my correct. He was telling that to a white woman too. That's crazy. But we ain't even gonna get into that. Like, bro is wild for that one, man.
And then when King the Conqueror can lose it all.
My boy went full. I don't even know. Go ahead.
Well, he put himself in the bond, man. He set himself up real nice. He know how Hollywood work. Especially when it comes down to Black Hollywood, man. For you to have those big roles, it can be easily took. They did the Kanye, you know what I mean. But Kanye,
and that's a check. We was looking at that the other day. They'd be happy to take that check back. We was looking at
They just like
who was that
power dynamic, man. Yeah, that's for another podcast, another video. We can get on that big time.
Oh yeah, for sure. Go ahead. What you were saying before?
But it's just a delusion. The contrast of the good men and women out there is too far in between, and we never cross paths. We cross paths with toxic people before we cross paths with each other that really wants to build and not destroy. You know what I mean?
I think that's a community problem too. I think that's because that's at large. It used to be maybe back in the day. There's less bad than good, and I feel like today we kind of raise up the bad to the point where even good people are being kind of sucked in and drawn in to having these poor mindsets.
Oh, block it, as they say.
Yeah, he got the sassy. He gonna say, I can see the comments now. I do sassy, man. No, but it's true. I think the things that most people sweep, because you got like white people will damn near act like they're not even the same race as white people in the trailer park.
Absolutely.
Mexican
Disown 'em.
people will act like they're not even the same race as somebody who is whatever is the detriment. They feel like the detriment of their race is. Same with Arab people and everybody. They'll separate the people doing bad until they start doing good, and then now you can assimilate into the community. But I feel like in the Black community, we're so forgiving and we're so together in a sense, in some type of sick, twisted way, that we kind of accept our pitfalls to a fault. To where we say, yeah, no, it's fine. And there used to be days when you couldn't come in a Black church with kids and no husband. The woman is either going by herself to find another husband or not at all. Now, the whole two front pews is Malaya and her 5 kids by 5 dudes.
Malaya is crazy. Like
I'm just thinking of whatever name. Kimberly, whoever. But you go to a Black church, damn near. Bro, I like that one. You like that one, huh? Hey man, you got Pookie and Ray Ray. Let me run my Malaya. Let me run my Malaya campaign, man.
What's she doing?
My little campaign on Malaya. Malaya is busting it open 6 days a week, and we just saw that in the last clip too, where Shorty was talking about, yeah, I'm busting it open here, there, and everywhere, but I got the God quote, the Bible verse in my bio. I think these things have even started to take over the church community, a community that used to shame all these things, has now been taken over by Bible thumping baby mamas.
Yeah, but you know what? The church has become a bank of sorts, and not only that, you know, it became a choosing source. You think you're choosing the right person, but you know, the bishop and the pastor cheating on their wife.
Oh yeah, they busting down the single moms in the front.
Miss Addie, you know what I mean? Listen, I pay your rent this month.
Miss Addie. But you talking about Malaya? You bringing up
got somebody called Jambalaya over there? You talking about Addie?
No, I'm saying Malaya, like Malaya Michelle. You know the model.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's true.
But Miss Addie is crazy. Go ahead.
The Black church has been tainted. The church in general has been tainted with a lot of, you know, more sinners than anything. And yes,
which is fine.
To go there to express your sins and clear your sins, but y'all just living in sin in the church now, you know.
Which is it's sickening to me to people trying to get over. And I'm not no religious person
at all.
I'm not neither one of us is no religious type of person. But to see something that is supposed to be meant to guide and build up, especially back in the day, civil rights movement, the church is damn near a safe zone. Churches where you go to congregate. Yeah, that's like the middle of the community, to where everybody can come in and feel some type of ease to talk about the things that need to be talked about. And now it's almost being used as a prop.
Oh, big time.
It's being used as a prop.
It's a speed dating place. You know what I mean? We passing ties, and person that's sitting next to you, hey, what, you want to get some drinks after this? All right, I'll let you trying to
get some drinks after church.
You know what I mean?
Get drinks after Sunday services.
Yeah, right. Wow. After the communion wine on Good
That's
Sunday.
Crazy.
You know?
But it's true. It's being used now as, like, you know what virtue signaling is?
No, explain.
Virtue signaling is like you say something to basically make yourself holier than thou. You just inject certain things. Yeah, you know, because I was reading the Bible the other night, and it said or anything in that vein. And it's kind of becoming sort of like, it's like the new handbag for some of these women. Some of these women who are in that poor. I'm not talking about the women who actually go there and been going to church their entire life and are committed to the religion and their morals and values. I'm talking about these women who happened upon maybe somebody who was famous running a scam. Did you see who was that? It was Kevin Gates. He was dating this chick who basically is I was going to say an ex-ho. She said, so she says an ex-ho. This chick done converted to Islam, trying to pretend.
the Renner,
and
the Brittany Renner.
Brittany Renner,
Let's go, Brittany Renner.
And this chick is damn near a decade into foolishness, running around with this dude, that dude, the other, videos and nip slips and coochie out and all type of Instagram campaigns with her ass out, and now she running around in a burqa, like she's Mother Islam.
The hijab. Listen, the thing about that is she back busting it open, man. She had to get the bag.
She went
Kevin wasn't supporting it no more, so she back to the ratchetness, man. She
went
had the OnlyFans popping off.
Back to it, carrying around Islam like a handbag. That's where we have descended to. That's what we have descended to now, to where people who are doing wrong, because I believe there's no shame anymore.
Oh no. No, it's no shame no more, especially when in a dating market and trying to seek a partner, man, or somebody to spend the rest of your life with. No, let's be real honest. Like, a lot of people choose to be alone, but they don't want to be alone. But if the choice is more peaceful than you know, being with somebody else and the options, man, I take being alone and have my peace and sanity. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, man, there's so much poison in the well that what are we really doing anymore? You know,
it almost makes you feel like you don't even want to try. We had this conversation. Some you might be like, man, is it even really worth it? Is it even really worth it to deal with?
You asked me the other day, and that's this funny thing. You asked me, you was like, man, why you ain't, going out on a date, man? Why you ain't trying to see what's out here, man? You know, it's a numbers game, and you're absolutely right. And my reply to you was like, I don't need to think it's worth it right now. Because I'm trying to still find my peace within myself, utilize this time to build myself to be better than I was, focusing on my, and this is why I like to use the I method, you know what I mean? Because I can't always point the finger outward. I got to do the I method. So, it's things that I want to accomplish, that I want to do, that I am accomplishing and doing on my own. And dating right now is just a distraction and wasted time and money from a low value female, possibly, not all females, but at this moment in time, it doesn't seem appealing to me right now. Now if I see you in passing and you catch my eye, I'm gonna look, I'm gonna chat it up with you, and I'm gonna see where your head is at. I'm gonna still put my best foot forward, but I'm not searching for it right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's a position that I feel a lot of men in our, I guess, orbit are going through. A lot of men in this space where it's just normal guy, decent job, not hurting, not really in any type of turmoil. Realistically, nothing above normal. You look out into the dating market and you're like, man, my options are shoot myself in the foot, turn my pockets inside out, or be strung up by my ankles. Like, there's no good option to even go with a lot of the time. So I don't know, man. I don't know where we go from here. And the economy is currently crashing. The housing market is turning down. A lot of people can't sell their house or buy a house. A lot of these social programs are going away. I don't know where the community is going to be when all of this stuff is said and done.
Well, I like to give a small little kudos to you, man. Congratulations, because you just bought a house, correct?
Oh man, don't put that out there. We editing that out. Don't put that out there, man. Don't put that out there. But that's a normal. I feel like that's a normal thing that all of us should be able to experience. But I think we get caught up, like I said, in this zone to where we're not able to all progress. Because I would love to have 15 friends on my same level that all get all of the things that they want. And it's a 2-person job. A lot of it comes down to, we might not even have a partner, or our partner is dragging us down, or we might not even be able to find somebody who can build with us to get to a point where, yeah, now we're buying a house. Now we're trying to go invest and bring our 401ks up to the proper standards, so we don't have to work all our lives. Like, these just regular things that in our community are damn near far shots. A lot of people can't even see themselves owning a house or doing any of the things that you have a right to. All of the things that all the people in the past have worked towards so that we would get a fair shot. We can't even do it because we're so caught up in these like little social bubbles
Exactly.
that hinder
Instagram,
us.
Facebook.
Yeah. That hinder us and bring our community and put a strap on our community so we stay at a certain level and we're not progressing, I don't feel like.
That's because we stuck in that mental entrapment, man. That mental entrapment is something serious, and I'm not talking about, a lot of people put a label on it, slave mentality, this and third. No, this is mental entrapment all around the board. Whether you black, white, Indian,
Absolutely.
this is all around the board. If you have a mindset that you just projecting negative emotions into yourself, and you have a mindset that you'll never get this way, you never get this way, and you're always envious of what somebody else have, you will never get ahead. You know what I mean? So that goes back to, a woman that wants it all, but not willing to give it all. You know what I mean? So like, and just to let everybody know, everybody that knows that creator that did the scenario, that is a scenario skit, and she's not really living like that. I actually follow her, and I think she's a decent creator from her contents, protecting
What's her
men's
name?
rights.
It's Tay Tay Baby.
Yeah.
But I was looking at the comments too, where they were saying like, "Oh man, I thought you was going crazy or something." So that's that's definitely in jest. That video
right.
was
It's just a
definitely in
skit.
jest. And
You know what I mean? Of the delusion of women and society today. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But man, it's crazy out here, man. It's a war zone, man. It's a war. There's a war going on outside
Did
for
you got
sure.
some words of wisdom to the young men or the men around, that's looking to find
The one,
one?
none that I can say for sure because I'm not married. I don't have no kids, so I don't know for sure. But I think a good place to start is with yourself. Put yourself first. Make sure that you're doing everything that you can to find that peace, that ground level. For me, it happened to be the military. I was working 2-3 jobs, went to the military, and I found that ground level to where, okay, now I can try to excel, go to school, and really become the person that I want to be. And I think that's important to find that middle ground. Delete your debt. Get past. Go to therapy. Find some middle ground in your mind, and really try to bolster yourself. Make yourself what you want to be. Don't just simmer in the level that you are right now, because time is the only difference between who you are now and who you want to be. Exactly. That's the only thing. If you do the right thing most of the time, you're going to get to where you want to be 100%. And don't ever let anybody tell you different. Like, if you hunker down and really put your best foot forward at all times, or as much as you can, you're gonna see results 100%. There's no such thing as trying your hardest and nothing comes of it. Something is gonna come from it. It may not be exactly what you want. It may not be a Lamborghini or a private jet or something like that, but you're gonna get to the point where you feel comfortable and you feel good and you wake up every day and you get to do what you like or do whatever you want. And I think that's the most important thing when trying, because it's going to put you in the frame of mind where, okay, I'm not starting from behind the line. I may not have started with the head start. I may not have started at the line, but once you get to that line and you're able to look at everything and think everything through logically, finding a woman is just going to be another checkbox. It's going to be, if I do the right things, then I'm going to find that woman. The same as, if I do the right thing, I can buy the house. If I do the right thing, I can get the car that I want. If I do the right thing, I can I can have a nice emergency fund or whatever your goals are. It'll be just another checkbox.
Absolutely. To
The
add
universe
on.
will give it to you for sure.
Mhm.
And you know, I don't even like talking all that Hotep universe and this, that, and the
Listen,
third.
listen. I'm all
But
listen. The
you a
universe is
Hotep. My
speaking,
man
bro.
about to pull the ankh out. Don't pull the
That's
ankh out.
right. Don't get me started with the universe stuff, man. Don't get me started.
But it's real though. I think putting your best foot forward, no matter how long it may seem that it's gonna take, once you get there, you're gonna look back and you'll be like, oh shit, I did the right thing and I got there and now I can live life. And I feel like a lot of us aren't living life because we're stuck in these traps and these pitfalls, and working your way out is the only way to truly progress as individuals and in a community.
And also to add on to that, man, become what you want to attract. Okay, make your why bigger than your want.
Exactly.
We want to lay in the bed a little longer. We want to, rest up. We want to go to the clubs. But what is your why? Make your why bigger than your want. You want why you do it. Okay, because I want a family. Why you do it? Because I want to, be healthy. You know what I mean? This is my why being bigger than my want. Yeah, I want a NASCAR. I want to be a millionaire. I want to do a lot of things, but my why has to be bigger than my want. And that goes into aligning yourself before you go searching to align someone else. You know what I mean? Being the best you can be in your space right now, growing, maturing, getting your body right. My favorite line from Memphis Bleak: I got my mind right, money right, ready for war. You know what I mean?
For sure. I mean,
old school hip hop line, man. I held that since I was 8 years old, listening to it for the first time. So that has always been my mentality, and that takes me back to another artist, Get Rich or Die Trying, 50 Cent. You know what I mean? Watch me get it. You sit up here and watch me succeed and become the man that I want to be, and I will attract a woman that I really deserve. Period. And that goes vice versa for the ladies. Become the woman that you want to be so you can attract the man that you really want.
Absolutely. Because, man, we start behind that line, everything seems impossible. But once you get to that good baseline, you got some wind beneath your wings and you soaring. I mean, everything feels easy. It's just time. That's all it is. Exactly. Time is the only factor. That's the only difference between you and what you want to be. You right now, or you in the future. I did want to bring up another thing. The harebrained scheme, man. The rise of the harebrained schemes, man.
Oh man, what you talking?
Man,
holla at me.
The harebrained schemes, man. The Etsy shops, the 3D printing aficionados, the LLC bandits. The
LLC bandits.
Bro, this harebrained scheme mindset that we have adopted, where it's all this get rich quick stuff, this I don't even know, junk that we're doing. Like, America is it may seem volatile and may seem crazy. America is pretty easy to figure out.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You go to school, or you get a school to get a high paying job. You go to school, you get a skill to get a high paying job. You get that job. You put your money in a 401k or retirement, IRA. You do that for years and years and years. You invest over here, you invest over there. You retire at a decent age, and you live out the rest of your life in peace. It's simple.
I don't agree.
It's simple. No. But I'm saying by and large, that's what America has packaged and said, okay, this is the American dream.
Well, that's the American dream, definitely.
Yeah. For a lot of people, it's not attainable because of the harebrained schemes that we do prior to. I know somebody, and you know somebody, who is the harebrained scheme general. This person has used, I would say, every single technique to try to come out on top possible, and it's been to their detriment. And I watched it in 4K, and because of that, I can identify that is a storm that we're dealing with right now. All these, you get a couple dollars and you try to open up this shop or that shop, or go try to get this license or that license, or Forex trade and this and that and the third. And that is whipping our ass, and it has been whipping our ass since like 2008. You remember what is it called? The
What?
pyramid schemes that used to be out.
Oh man, I was in one. I
What
was
is
in
the?
one for
Oh
I
man,
was in the pyramid stream for energy drinks, but see, I got
yeah, the
smart.
Herbalife, all of that.
Right. But I got smart and I knew people that actually own businesses that I can just pull up on and say, put this in your store and I get a direct profit.
Yeah,
But that wasn't pyramid enough for them. That was more business minded. And I was
yeah.
getting that money.
So
You
you
understand?
wasn't even on the right track. You wasn't even conforming
Oh
to the
man,
pyramid
listen,
scheme, man.
listen. I was a little literate with business sense. So
Uh,
you telling me I'm getting pennies on your dollar, selling your product, and I
yeah,
gotta
man.
move up a ranking to
Start
get
thinking
real
about it.
money. I
Yeah.
was like, my
And you telling me
IQ
I got
ain't.
to bring in 3 more people? How are we splitting these
Yeah, we're
profits if
not
I just
doing
keep bringing
that.
people in? And you start
I'm
to
gonna sell a
realize,
product straight up, and I'm gonna take all my profit using
yeah,
your brand, and then I'm gonna get paid. I'm
there we
not
go.
nobody's fool, man.
But that's a great phrase. I'm nobody's fool. I think that's a stance that we need to fucking get behind, man, because
Mhm.
the amount of harebrained schemes, and this may just be something that's projected out on social media, but I'm making 300,000 a month doing this harebrained scheme. I'm making $100,000 every 2 weeks doing this harebrained scheme.
Exactly. And they
And
selling
people are really
courses to get people to believe it so they can that's how they really making their money. They
exactly
selling you the
click the link in
dream.
the bio and get
That's
into my
it.
Patreon. And I got videos showing everything, which
For 19.99.
yeah, which is fine if you are an expert on the topic. If you are an accomplished whatever, hell yeah, I'll buy your course, I'll buy your book to get the knowledge. But this is all we're talking about.
A saturated market.
Yeah, whoever the fuck dude who was just working at Wendy's telling me that he knows real estate now, or dude who's changing tires at the Jiffy Lube and not even doing that right, telling me that he knows how to forex trade, bro. We gotta stop falling into these things. If you're gonna do it right.
Listen, the main objective of all of this right here, just to put it all into tandem and line it up, man. Financial literacy is very important. And we're not taught it in the schools. Our kids are not taught it. They don't even know how to balance a checkbook, let alone write a check. In order for us to get ahead as a people, regardless of the race, we must become literate in things that benefit us.
The money's got to be right. Look at the Jewish community. The Jewish community is even smaller than the black community. I think the Jewish community is maybe like 5% of the entire United States, and they own the majority of the wealth of the United States. Is that making any sense to you?
So with the with people from like Arab countries and things like that, that come over, and even the Asian countries that buy the skyscrapers, buy the buildings, you know what I mean, and just have it sitting there for real estate, just to have a piece of our land.
Yeah.
And these are people that's really they really are the billionaires of the world, and trillionaires of the world.
Or even just more financially stable than the majority of the people who've been here for generations and generations. And that's the line I'm trying to draw. You have people coming into this country as immigrants, which is all fine. This is a land of the free, home of the brave. If you are a good, upstanding citizen, that's my stance on immigration too. Like, come on in, do your thing, do your civic duty, make your money, pay your taxes. Absolutely, I'm all for it.
Coming over here being savage, man, you got to go.
Yeah, you got to get out. You got to get up out of here. But
too many
back to the point of the people that have been here for generations and generations, and the game hasn't changed. That's why I said before. That's why I prefaced this with the go to school or get a skill, get the job, 401k, live out the last 20 or so years of your life free and clear. This is an archetype that people who are not even from here, who have all types of hoops to jump to just to get to the baseline, are doing. If you look in any gas station, who's behind the counter?
I mean,
for the most part, somebody of Arab descent is behind the counter. Arab or Indian descent is behind the counter. How is the person who lives down the street, who's been living in a house for 3-4 generations, not owning anything in their own neighborhood, and Ahmed or whoever is coming from another country getting a green card, building up a savings account, garnering skills, sending his kids to college, owns 3, 4 gas stations. How is that possible? In one generation, they're doing more than 4 or 5 generations of black folks.
Black
How?
folks have to die for a block that they don't own.
Because of harebrained schemes. I've boiled it down already. The answer is because of harebrained schemes, because we keep trying to find a way to go around the game that's already laid. The game is already here. The board is already set. The board is already here. You roll your dice, and that's where you start. You do these things, and you get the get back. But we don't use those. We choose to do the Herbalife or sell energy drinks or do whatever little harebrained scheme, go and make t-shirts or do whatever. And you can be successful at doing a lot of these things besides the pyramid scheme thing. You can be successful, but we don't put the time, we don't put the effort. We're just using most of these things as get rich quick. The real estate, remember everybody was on the real estate way. Oh, I do real estate, buying foreclosure. All of that has dropped out. All of those things have dropped. You don't hear about those things no more. All of those things have dropped out.
Because they come in waves. These are mostly trends.
Yeah.
People are investing in, thinking they're going to get the same result as the person that was successful before them. Listen, if you don't put in the work for anything that you do, if you don't put in the work, you're not going to get any results. It's just like our podcast. We just started at this. Matter of fact, like and subscribe. You understand? Leave a comment.
Like subscribe. Leave a comment down below.
Most definitely. We just started this. We're not going to stop until we get to our goal. You understand?
Because it's
We're
just
not
time.
gonna stop until we get to the hierarchy of this, but we starting from scratch. We're getting it out the mud. So if you like the content, definitely like and subscribe, and holla at us.
I want to show you a video too.
Go for it.
Of kind of what I'm talking about. And this was a lady in Atlanta that basically was selling courses and then taking people's money because they're thinking that she's some real estate mogul, and they're sending her $80,000-$90,000 checks for real estate investment. Let's take a look real quick.
Sold a dream.
Come to class, don't miss it. Come get this good education.
I invested $65,000.
$90K I invested with her.
But what they say
off the rip, grandma whole pension gone.
Woman in Atlanta is really selling a nightmare, tricking other black women into getting business credit cards to fix and flip homes with her.
We've given them everything that we have in our savings.
They say once you get your money, things get funny. One of the homes catching fire, money unaccounted for. What's really going on behind black girls in real estate?
I did not do anything wrong.
I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. Now, one person reaching out to us is one thing, but when several women came forward claiming they were duped out of hundreds of thousands of dollars from someone in Atlanta, we started asking questions.
What was the promise?
So she would teach you how to get the funding. She had a team that could help us, the contractors, lenders, the credit people.
This is how they say Janine Searcy, CEO of Black Girls in Real Estate, lures people in on social media, private one-on-one coaching courses to teach black women how to invest in real estate, flipping homes and turning them into a decent profit. Tara, a real estate agent based in New Jersey, she says she was all in.
I felt like, this would be a place for me to start. Realtors always need a second hustle.
How much did you spend?
So for the class, it was $25,000.
$25,000 for 8 virtual sessions.
$25,000.
I know it was. Now that I think about it, I'm like, I could have went to school for $25,000.
She went through with it anyway, and that's when she says the red flag started immediately.
The first class, she canceled and had to reschedule. So it was more of, hey girl, I can't make it today. I gotta go get my hair done type of situation. And that should have been a red flag for me immediately. But, I was just like, let me just get the information and keep going.
She says a big part of the class was about funding. Searcy guiding you to build your own LLC and get the loan process going.
With your funding, if you hear something like that, man, She's saying, I'm canceling the course today after I spent $25,000. And she turned around and said, I got to get my hair done today, girl. And this is another thing that I hate. And I hate this. And I don't mean all black businesses, but the majority of black businesses. I'm talking about especially restaurants and boutiques and stores and shops. You never open.
Yeah.
You never open, but somehow you keep the lights on. How, Sway? How?
It's the harebrained scheme effect. It's the
this is the scammer
going and
effect.
trying.
This
this one is more or less a scam. But where it comes in the harebrained scheme, I'm talking about the so-called victims, where these women are paying $25,000 to $90,000 for a course from a person that they don't know, has never seen a credential from, has no verification of funds, no verification of income or any type of gross off of this thing that they're paying all this money for. That only comes from getting scammed like this, only comes from wanting some type of get rich quick scheme. That you heard what she said. They fill out the forms, how to procure the funding and all of that, and then end up getting scammed because they trying to go about maybe the right thing in the complete wrong way, trying to buy a course off of shorty off the street. They don't know from anybody.
You must got some good game.
Oh my goodness.
Good game to sit up here and come up to me and say, I got this course. We're going to buy these houses. We're going to flip them. Only thing I need from you is $25,000. You got the slickest tongue in the world.
But they said in the beginning, it's the social media thing. And I think social media has a grip on us to where she's showing she pulled up in the Benz. She hopped out, she got her heels on, titties all out, the whole thing. Luxurious.
Walking them hills though, she was hurting. Her ankles was on fire.
I don't know. She looked like she was doing it up a little bit. But that's neither here nor there. She looked all right. I might have would have, shoot. Not 25,000. That sounds a little crazy.
That was a $2,000 wig he had on that head.
She seems almost believable in a social media frame of mind. She seems like, but when you start really thinking, why would a real estate investor, if you so-called making all this money, first of all, you got the little Benz. So can't be
Benz.
Yeah, you got the low Benz. So you can't be making that much. You can't be making that much, or maybe you good with your money, whatever. You might not buy the biggest, brightest Benz, but when you really start putting a magnifying glass to it and you really take it slow, which obviously none of these people did. Why is this person who's making all this money just giving away this free game and not even giving it away? It's charging a premium, charging things that you can go to a real estate, large real estate investors symposium, and they're charging maybe $5,000, and they're giving you all the secrets. This is a virtual course. She's not even giving you anything, and she late for the damn thing. Going to get some box braids. She trying to go get some Bantu knots, and she late for the course that she just sold you for $25,000. This is crazy, and to put up with it. But look. It gets better. It gets even better, man.
Go for it.
It's insane.
It connects us with this group called Fund and Grow, and they get us business credit. So they apply. You don't even see the applications. You just see the cards coming in. So we ended up getting, between me and my husband, $120,000 in business credit.
Excited to get started flipping homes in New Jersey, she was told there were no profitable homes to flip in her area.
She comes to me, she says, listen, I know you can't find a project. I have a personal deal that's going on. Do you want to join? I don't really do this. But I know that you really want to do this.
It was a $1.2 million build here on Claremont Terrace in Atlanta.
You're in New Jersey. Did you want to invest in properties in Atlanta, or that was just what was offered to you?
That was what was offered. Of course, I would love to invest more where I was, but what I've sent her, she just was like, that's not worth it. The profits is too close. It's too tight. It's not worth it.
She agrees to go in on the project, $90,000. Circe and her business partner, Tyler Williams, they put up $1.1 million through their own individual LLCs.
I wired.
Now, we just got finished saying she done sent $25,000 to the lady.
On top of another $90,000.
Yeah, well, $25,000 to which the lady was late and then you go back and sign a contract where you're giving her $90,000 of not even your money. You're giving her the bank's money.
Listen, that's what, $115,000. That, with that type of money, and basically she has to have excellent credit to obtain all this money. You could have been in your own business doing quite well for yourselves with your own real estate. You could have acquired probably like 2 or 3 properties with that type of money.
Yeah.
On your own, fixed them up, flipped them, or kept them and rented them out.
And
that's the
that's
delusion of it is crazy.
It comes down to laziness and thinking that everything is, you can get rich quick. You can just live this luxurious and glamorous lifestyle. That's how these scammers draw you in, or anybody selling a dream. That's how they draw you in. Yeah, it's super easy. I'll tell you how to get the business credit, and that was a big thing too. When remember when COVID, they were giving out the PPP loans that everybody,
Oh man,
all the harebrained scheme artists were like, yeah, we're about to get this PPP.
People
But
was
look,
making
it's the
up
same
businesses
thing.
to get that.
Yeah, the LLC mafia, where they creating these fake LLCs. They go in to get the business credit card and run it up, and then pay it down over time or whatever secure credit card to get their business credit up, and then go and take out these huge loans that they can't pay off, and they're thinking that it's all their money free and clear, when that's not how any of that works. Simply just typing into Google would tell you that this is a bad idea.
Big time. Big time.
And this is 3-4 women that went through this. And this is one scammer. Now imagine hundreds of thousands of scammers and tens of thousands of women.
Hold up, wait. Think about it on top of this. You just saying women. Where are the husbands at this guy in this? So
She said her husband was in there.
Oh man.
She said her husband, that's how she got the 130,000. But yeah, you're absolutely right though. It's not just women falling for this thing. It's everybody in a certain frame of mind, this get rich quick, harebrained screen frame of mind, is just looking for a way to get over with these simple, oh yeah, all you gotta do is 1 or 2 things and now you're making $1 million a month. That's not how any of this works.
Nothing works that way. Absolutely.
Not a thing. Unless you're creating some app or something, or you're somehow some type of tech genius and you create an app that just blows up. But none of this works like that. And I feel like we don't have the education, we don't have the literacy to go about forming these things, and we just jump straight in like it's some easy, simple. This is not a simple process.
Not at all.
None of these things are simple. Yeah. If you see anything that's simple and easy and it makes a gang of money, you're probably either scamming, because some people be scamming, don't even realize it, or you're getting scammed.
And the scamming just with the real estate market, just in general. I'm gonna just throw this out there on Facebook Marketplace. You know, you got people that's posting apartments and stuff like that, and the way they getting the money is doing a credit check that you got to pay for up front, anywhere from $25 to $50 a pop, and you never can see the apartment. They never, they never show you. And guess what? They overseas doing these markets because they got Indian accents, Arabic accents, and you never see them. Like, listen, I have helped people try to obtain apartments, and I'm telling you, man, it's a dead end every time. You will never see the person, and they be like, they can't call you, they text you.
Yeah.
So watch out for these scammers, man. They come in for everything, especially
scamming as a
marketplace.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
It's at an all-time high, man. And I mean, you can see. I mean, imagine. There's no reverse. There's no let me call the bank real quick and tell them what happened, and they'll just absolve everything.
Right.
No,
you stop paying or something like that.
Yeah, this lady's skipping off into the sunset with your $90,000 check, and there's nothing that you can do.
She just bought her new $2,000 wig, man. She got the Nicki Minaj on right there.
Dude, it's insane the amount of foolery that's going on in 2025, man. Post-COVID, it's a hellish landscape for this community, man.
It's very touch and go. Very touch and go.
Nuts. You got anything else you want to cover, man? I feel like
I think that's
mop this topic up.
Wrap it up, man. Thank you guys for joining us, and I hope we can tune in with you guys either more later days. We will be dropping more heat throughout the week, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you later. Peace.
Peace.